Rings of Power release is right around the corner, and people are worried about how closely it will follow source material. We've seen a lot of worrying content through interviews and trailers, but of course, one of the lead actresses, Morfydd Clark, who plays Galadriel, is starting the classic Hollywood defense, calling critics ists for not simply accepting the content they're releasing and the casting decisions they have made. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I initially found out about the situation on Twitter. People were screenshotting this, posting this. Of course, whenever these actors are posting anything regarding the show, it is being scrutinized because there are a lot of people that have a lot of questions that have not been answered regarding this series. But of course, Morfydd Clark, who plays Galadriel, decided to post this on her Instagram stories. She said, without any context, "Anyone sending hate to my black castmates, get off my page, get off the internet, and shut up." Now, this is another short video from some of the promotional material where they're showing all of the characters, and now we have Celebrimbor, and he's motioning to, like, come closer, and then he waves his hand, and it says, "Shut the F up." This is a meme that's been kind of going around social media when people have been talking about the Rings of Power, because that whole cast kind of highlight reel that they released was pretty silly in my opinion. It did look pretty terrible. So these are the two things that she decided without any context to post on her social media. Now, of course, when you're making claims that people are being rude or toxic, you'd think she would actually show examples of the harassment, but of course there's nothing here besides her initial post and this meme. Hate isn't defined here, which is the problem. I've made fun of Princess Disa's hair and how they put gold sparkly bits in it and it looks like gold dandruff. That could be taken as hate and used as an example here. She doesn't provide any sort of evidence, any sort of examples. She only posted this very generic message. Now, to me, when I see this posted, it comes across as you need to shut the F up if you don't like the show or the actors chosen, and we knew this would happen because it's exactly what Hollywood has done over and over. If you dislike a movie with a person of color in it, you're a racist. If you dislike a movie with a female, you're a sexist. And while I'm sure there has been a handful of actually toxic, maybe-ist comments sent this actress's way because, of course, those people do exist. Unfortunately, there are bad apples in every single bunch. I highly doubt there are, thousands upon thousands of posts that could be defined as harassment. And when you tell people on the internet, don't do something because it hurts my feelings, they're going to do it more because that's what trolls do. But these actors and PR teams already know this because this is how they're getting extra interviews out. This is how the media is going to praise the show. Sophia Nomvet, who of course plays Princess Disa, has gone on and on about being the first female dwarf in live-action Tolkien, which isn't true, and she happens to be a person of color, so as soon as someone says you're lying, they go, "Well, you're a racist." I have disliked the trailers because the show breaks canon, and I have disliked the interviews Sophia has done, not because I'm an ist, but because she has spewed lies to consumers to prop herself and her character up. Of course, though, even though I've said nothing mean or rude or toxic about her, I haven't gone on social media and tweeted directly at her, I haven't harassed her, these things that I've said that are valid criticisms could be used as an example of hate here because Morfydd Clark is not saying what hate is. And I'm not actually sure why Morfydd Clark herself, who plays Galadriel, is posting this, because even the actress Sophia Nomvet, who plays Princess Disa, hasn't made a post like this herself. And all of the other actors that they've chosen who happen to be people of color or people who maybe do not fit directly into the Tolkien lore, because of course it was based on European folklore, they haven't even made any posts like this, so it seems kind of odd. But of course, she is one of the main actresses of the show, so it seems like she's just trying to gain social points. These people cannot accept the fact that we as consumers are allowed to criticize products that they are putting out or products that they are in. We have seen so many lies with this series and so much drama already because these showrunners and actors are saying they've just created what they want, but Tolkien fans want a show that is accurate to the source material. But of course, I'm sure you're all hearing about this situation where this actress is telling people to get off of the internet and shut up, and you are remembering the situation with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Reva. Moses Ingram shares screenshots of abuse she has received, but this situation was still a little bit different because she at least shared some of the screenshots that bothered her, that offended her, that she was defining as hate. But of course, again, this is what Hollywood does. When we are criticizing something with a person of color, they are instantly going to call us an ist so that our criticisms are invalidated. And then we had Ewan McGregor standing behind Moses Ingram saying, if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. Morfydd Clark's post is almost an exact copy of what Ewan McGregor said to defend Moses Ingram and Reva. No surprise here. It's a classic Hollywood move to pull this. But, of course, people have much larger criticisms than the fact that Sophia Nomvet is in the Rings of Power. We have been criticizing everything, every single actor, every storyline that has been changed. I mean, if you look at the main teaser trailer for this series, 31 million views, 129,000 likes to almost 2 million dislikes. This isn't just because of one actor or one character. This is because the whole series has problems that cannot be fixed already, okay? They're creating non-Tolkien characters to put in a Tolkien show. They're changing around existing characters. They are showing a whole age, thousands of years. And we know in only this first season, they are showing, those thousands of years with different storylines. It is going to be a mess of a show, I think. I'm still going to try to watch it for you guys so that I can review it, so that I can talk about it, but there is no hype for this series at this point. Seeing her do this doesn't make me respect her anymore and go, wow, she's a genuinely amazing person. It makes me go, another actress just trying to fit into Hollywood, so hopefully she can get more roles after this show is done. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.